Alright, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana, and I found this video with Bloomberg and evidently one of their on Street Smart, and this is one of their executives, probably, or someone by Bloomberg, talking to Bill Gates on banking and banking with those that have been unbanked, poorest people, and digital currency. Very interesting, so we're edit a little bit of this, make some comments.
Even Somalia, maybe the last country you'd expect, up in Somaliland, almost half of the GDP is done digitally.
I don't need to tell you that the poor have been unbanked for as long as there have been banks. Why is this time different?
Well, it's really the digital revolution. The poorest have bought cows, stored gold, put currency under their mattress, but they are getting cell phones, and the cell phone capability of identifying who's using the cell phone, letting you look at your spending patterns, that's going to be common sense. People are going to have help and lots of innovative products competing on top of this digital currency platform.
So if technology, mobile phones for example, digital money, helps to increase access to financial services at the same time as it lowers the cost of delivery, why is philanthropy needed?
Philanthropy should just be here to bootstrap this. There are a lot of regulations in this area, and understanding how those regulations can make the cost of remittances, where you're sending money back to your family in your country of origin, how right now that has about a 5% overhead on it. We think we have a role to make sure that, particularly for the smaller transactions, the regulations don't impose those very high costs. Once this gets going, then we'll step up to the applications and say, okay, how does a savings application help the mother make sure money's focused on the kids? How does it help them stay in school, set money aside for the uniform or for good future planning? Well, Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place, and of course for large transactions currency can get pretty inconvenient. The customers we're talking about aren't trying to be anonymous. They're willing to be known. So the Bitcoin technology is key, and you could add to it, or you could build a similar technology where there's enough attribution that people feel comfortable. This has nothing to do with terrorism or any type of money laundering.
What kinds of people or private enterprises right now are helping to solve the same problems you're interested in? Okay,
so one currency we should be looking at is Bcash.
Product that we think will get very, very pervasive. So entrepreneurs are there. The enablement this creates
are the legacy institutions, for the most part, banks, credit card companies, payment processors, friend or foe?
Many of them want to have these additional customers, but they have to embrace the idea that the fees are going to be a lot lower. And so they have to find a way to service these new customers. Now, that means these customers aren't going to be coming into their branches, and they can charge a higher fee when you want to actually cash out. But if it's a pure digital transaction, then you should be paying less than 1% to move that money from you to a merchant or from you to a friend, even with meeting all the regulatory requirements, don't you?
Less than 1%. Wow. So this revolution, these changes, they're coming. How we handle them and what we do with them, something else. Let us look at Bcash and see what it's doing on the markets. Hold on. All right, as we looked at Bitcoin Cash, or BCH, we find that the price is way too high. Look at 1,256. I'm sure you could do a part of that. If you look at the market, it is generally going up a little bit. It's about halfway where it was from a high. A tendency to go down 1.3. the volume pretty much has followed the market. It is not where it was. Again, too high, so not really worth investment in that area. All right, this is Roger Mark from Vegas, Montana. Good day.